everyone, it's MK. Welcome back to MK Quilts. So I didn't give you much notice today, but I have been running like a mad woman. Just, I got back from California. Last week was my first full week back, and I really thought I was going to kind of settle into, like a normal routine. And I've just been crazy busy still and coming and going. And I just got back and I had things running through my head that I wanted to just touch base with you on. So I'm like, you know what? No warning, spur of the moment, just gonna go live. So I have a short list. Let's get that covered, and then I have some work to do and got to get on home because I got another appointment tonight. So the first thing is I got back to the studio just now after some appointments that I had, and I saw that Mr. MK put a post up in the group here about the ProStitcher Premium Sync tool, that file management syncing tool that he worked on late last fall. And apparently there's a little glitch with it as it relates to the new update with Premium that just came out last week, was it? So just keep watching the board. I'm sure Mr. MK will get that all fixed up. And just for those of you who are new, who may not, even know what we're talking about, one of the things that we kind of came across and that we heard chatter about a lot was people were confused about how to get their designs from the tablet to maybe your laptop or your PC so that you can run simulation, and how to get those designs back and forth between your devices. Okay, some of you clearly know how to do that, and that's wonderful. But if you're just a little bit confused about where are the designs, how do I have them here and how do I have them on my other device, Paul created a little syncing tool, and it's a very simplistic way of doing it. And we put that out there as a free offering for anybody who wants to use it. But Handi Quilter is always changing and improving things, and so that just put a little bit of a hiccup in what he had done with that to get it to work properly. So just keep watching, and we'll chatter about it here on the board, and whenever we do another newsletter, we'll get that in there. And we just, we appreciate you following, and we try to do things that are going to help you make life easier in your studios. Okay? All right. I had posted yesterday that I was putting in a thread order this morning. Well, I've been running like a mad woman, so I didn't get that order in, but I am ordering thread tonight from Superior. I mean, like a huge order. I'm ordering a bunch because I'm going to have a display in my booth at the quilt show that we're doing next month. Oh my gosh, it's coming so fast. You guys, I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit nervous to be out there in a big booth and at a quilt show with, representing Handi Quilter and showing the machines. I mean, I love the machines. I'm not worried about that. I'm just like, the whole setup and building the booth and just all of it's got me a little bit like, oh. So anyways, I am prepping for that with just, Handi Quilter items that I've been ordering, thread and stuff. So if you want any Superior thread, I am honoring that deal that I've had kind of going on a few different times with the Omni, buy one at regular price, get one at $10. Or if you want the variegated, I think those are, well, whatever the regular price is on that, get the next one. I think it's $9.50, something like that. Check the post. I did that yesterday, okay? I am ordering that thread tonight so that I can get it here in time. Check that off the list, so that's one less thing that's making me nervous about the quilt show. All right. On the last big Handi Quilter order that I did, those items finally arrived, okay? That was when Handi Quilter had the special on gadgets, 15% off. Many of you ordered some things. I was waiting for them. So again, you guys, being that I am a retailer, but I'm more of a studio quilter still, I can get those Handi Quilter items for you when those specials come up, but I don't necessarily always have everything here. So I appreciate your business. If there's things that you want and that you can wait a little bit for, that helps us, and we appreciate your business on that. And, we get them out to you just as soon as we can. So those items are finally on their way to you, and thank you. Thank you for that. If you feel like you ordered something and you have not received a tracking email, just reach out to us. We'll double check your order. With our new integrated shipping that we have, everything that goes out of here should email you a tracking number, okay? So if you ordered and you don't have that yet, please reach out to us and we will double check on your order. All right, I wanted to mention again, because today, again, it was a little bit cooler here in Florida, and I'm sporting a new shirt today, a little long sleeve shirt, and I wanted to mention again about the print material that we have for as an offering at MK Quilts. So my new son-in-law Bob with Palm State Print does all of the printing for any of you who have ordered up the Pro Stitcher manual, Art and Stitch manual, all of those kind of things. But this last year he has delved into also printing like on fabric and t-shirts. So I have, it's kind of like a long sleeve polo on today, and he's got my little, where is it? Oh, I guess it's on this side. He's got my my logo, and then down the sleeve, let me see if I can tilt this a little bit, he printed my logo onto my sleeve, so that's really cool. So if any of you are in the you know, in maybe you're a long armor, or if you have a little small business, if you need print material, shirts done for your business, Bob can help rework your logo, do all kinds of stuff. So I just wanted to mention that. And with the release of the Amara, remember you guys, pretty sure that the Amara is going out without a printed manual included. Now they give you the manual on a jump drive, but that just means you have to print it yourself. So if you would like Bob's services on that, you just go to mkquilts.com, order up the manuals. If you want print material, we'll get a link to his contact information up on MK Quilts, and you can contact him directly. Tell him that Mummy K sent you. Remember, Bob's a Brit, and he calls me Mummy K. All right, so tell him Mummy K sent you. All right, let's see what else. So for today and tomorrow are the last days for my little flash sale that I was having on my video content. And for this current flash sale, I just decided to do the 2 mini classes that I had done. So many of you have picked up my layout and rendering series, but fewer of you have picked up the mini classes. And those mini classes are really meant to kind of take all different kinds of tips and techniques, a little bit of what I teach in layout and rendering, a little bit of what I teach in Pantos, a little bit of what I teach about Art and Stitch, and kind of wrap them into quilts that I had worked on. Now remember, those mini classes aren't meant to be like you're going to have this exact quilt in your studio. They're just kind of meant to show you how I actually work through a project, and maybe you'll pick up a tip or two or a thing or two that you can use on some sort of a project that you're working on. So those classes, I only have 2 of those mini classes, and if you buy them together, both of them, I'm giving you $25 off, okay? And then remember you guys, anytime I do a sale on the video rentals, just easier if you rent it outright. I get a notification immediately, I turn right back around and I go into PayPal and just refund you the difference from whatever offer I'm giving, okay? It just makes it easier for us, and I don't know what to say about that. I wish there was an easier way to kind of put the sale on there, but there isn't currently, so I promise you, I go in within 24 hours and give you your refund. All right, so that's that. I also wanted to talk really briefly. Paul and I worked over the weekend on getting most of the events that I talked about where I'm going to be around the country this year. We worked on getting most of those up on my website. Now, a couple of those events, the registration is going to happen through somebody else because they are hosting me. They're putting on the event, and so they're going to handle the registration. Some of the events, I am going to handle the registration, okay? And I just wanted to talk a little bit and actually ask you for your help. Paul and I were talking about, all of these travels that I have planned, and, how does that kind of work out for me being away from the studio so much and making that worth my while to come to you? This is a business for MK, and if somebody hosts me in their shop or they're willing to kind of coordinate that and get me there, well, that's one thing. But many of the events that I'm going to be doing this year are private events, means I got to get myself to you. I am still, looking for people who trust little old MK and would be happy to have, me in your house with you. Because I'm looking to save some on my travel and lodging expenses. So any of those events where it says I'm looking for a host, if you are able to do that, if you have a space or somewhere where we can go, all we really need is a wall to project on. A smart TV is better, but we don't have to have a smart TV. But if you can help me by hosting me, or getting the chatter out in your area, if you know other long armors, if you know guilds, if you know any way that you can help me market, that helps me come to you and give the training that's been so wildly popular. All right, so I appreciate you helping me do that. Be my little marketing people out there all over the place. All right, okay, so keep watching the website and we'll get as many more details up as we can, and then we just ask you, sign up and catch me in a city near you. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm just working on a layout. I feel like I haven't been chattering a lot about my own layout and rendering stuff. That's what I do. I love simulation, but I haven't been doing it very much because I've been traveling and just quilting. I've had a lot of pantos to do, but this afternoon I'm actually excited. I'm working on a layout for a quilt, so I'll probably be posting that either later today or tomorrow. And just, to let you guys know, I really do what I teach. What I teach in those layout and rendering classes are exactly how I quilt here in the studio when I'm here and not running every other place, right? So I love simulation. I can't even say enough good things about it. I know more and more of you are finally updating to, the newest versions of premium and whatnot. You're getting new machines, and it's also exciting, but it can also be overwhelming. And so, I'm just here as a resource to help you through that. I have 10 years, under my belt, and I'm just trying to give you the knowledge so it makes your learning curve a little bit easier, faster, and just here to help. Okay, all right, so let's close it down by what I got on the machines. Over here on McFinity, I have this cute as can be little floral birdie quilt. Look at those little birdies up there in the border. Very, very cute. And over here on McFusion, just loaded this guy up. Seems like it's a little bit out of season, isn't it, with the cardinals and the Christmas colors, but it's just really, really beautiful. Beautiful, I guess it's a Christmas quilt, although it doesn't scream Christmas to me. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Join me next week. Remember, 2 more days on the flash sale for the video content, the mini classes. I'm putting in a thread order tonight, so if you want anything from Superior, let me know. And psst, I got a little bit of specials going on over at Makeup and More with MK too, so hop on over to that other group if you want to follow me in all my makeup endeavors. All right, thanks for joining me today, and until next time, from my studio to yours, happy quilting. Bye-bye.